I speak with V.V. Raman, a Hindu physicist and philosopher. V.V. combines respect for his tradition with the sense of a scientist. V.V., I would love to believe in God. Evil is a major impediment. How does Hindu philosophy and theology deal with evil?
From the Hindu perspective, God is beyond the categories of good and evil, up and down, and so on. So from one perspective, there is no such thing as good and evil such as we perceive them from the God's perspective. And at the same time, the view of God that we have, that most religions have, is one of absolute goodness, absolute mercy, absolute charitable feelings, and so on. Now, these qualities cannot be there without their opposites. By the very nature of picturing God in these terms, we are creating the opposite also. And therefore, if there is to be a God with these attributes and who is the creator of everything, then such a God cannot but help create the other things also. But we need to distinguish between evil as wrought by nature and the suffering that individuals experience. That is explained in terms of the law of karma. That means actions which have an impact either on oneself or on others. And these impacts may be good or bad. Now, from the Hindu perspective, just as there are laws of nature, there are also laws of moral nature. The suffering that we see or the good fortune that we enjoy, all these are results of what we ourselves have done previously.
Previously in another life.
And that is the extension, therefore, of this hypothesis, if you want to take it that way. Now, if you therefore accept this, then the idea becomes, then when I don't remember doing anything bad that I should suffer, then the explanation is, well, that's because you don't remember your past birth. Or that I'm past 90, nothing good seems to have come from all the good things. Well, wait, you will have it in the next birth. So the idea of reincarnation is closely linked to the idea of the law of karma. The point I am trying to make here is, it does not follow from the Hindu vision of God that there is no such thing as good and evil or sinful and virtuous and so on. Quite the contrary. What it says is, we run into contradictions when we transfer these enormously significant relative categories to the Almighty and to the Divine.